Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about why you should consider moving to Colorado. Is it right for you? Is it not right for you? We're going to talk about all that and more. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, thanks for tuning in and welcome. This is a channel where we talk about everything related to where to live, work, eat, play, all right here in the Colorado Springs and Pikes Peak region. Today we're going to be talking about why you should consider moving to Colorado. But first things first, if you like this kind of content, please make sure to click the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future updates. We're posting at least twice a week for you guys, getting all that content out there. And if you didn't know, we're licensed realtors here in this state. As much as we love making these videos for you guys, we love helping our clients find their dream home. So if that's you, if you're looking to buy or sell your home here, buy or sell your home and then find another home here in the same region, something like that, please reach out to us. All our info is in the description box. We'd love to help you guys out. But without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Why should you consider moving to Colorado Springs in 2022? So first things first, health and fitness. If you're a person who cares about their health and fitness, then you should definitely consider moving to Colorado. We are definitely one of the healthiest states in the union. And I feel like it's not so much of a pretentious thing here. It's not so much of a, everybody works out here or an aesthetics thing. It's just kind of part of the lifestyle here. The views, the scenery, the weather, everything is so fantastic here. You just want to be outside all the time. We'll talk about a couple more of those things later on. But people love to be outside here. I'm one of those people that loves to be outside. My health and fitness could be a little bit better, but we're talking about Colorado and health and fitness activities overall. It's just something that's a part of people's lifestyle here. And I feel like whenever you go on that first hike, whether that be in one of our beautiful parks and open spaces here in the city, up in the mountains, you're climbing your first 14er, you're doing a big trail, or going to a spot like on a river or something like that. Whatever the case may be, if you're mountain biking, whatever it is, whatever that health and fitness activity is, the first time you do it, it's almost like a drug that gets in you, and you want to keep going back and doing that thing. It's absolutely fantastic, and this state is definitely chock full of those opportunities and full of people that love taking advantage of those opportunities. So number one is the amount of health and fitness activities that you can do here. Like I said, whether that be hiking, trail running, biking, skiing, snowshoeing, whatever the case may be. There's so much of that here, and all of our clients that come into town absolutely love that aspect of the state, and so many people that have been here for a while absolutely love that aspect of the state. So if that's you, if you love those types of things, then you should definitely at least consider Colorado when talking about a move. So that's number one. Number two is going to be the amount of year-round activities that we have going on here. So a lot of those activities fit into this category, but and weather, which is something we're going to talk about later, plays a huge role in this. But you can do things here year-round. I mean, absolutely year-round. There's something for everyone. In the wintertime, it's skiing, it's snowshoeing, it's ice fishing, whatever the case may be. In the summertime, the fall, the spring, whatever, it's hiking, mountain biking, fishing, camping, all those things. There's something that you can do here year round. And a lot of those things in certain years, you can do it for most of the year. I remember a couple of years ago, we had a really big late snowstorm roll through, and people were skiing, I think in A Basin or something like that, on July 4th, which is just absolutely nuts. But all those opportunities are here year round. I mean, absolutely year round. There's something to be doing. So that's number 2, is the amount of year-round activities. And I did mention number 3. Number 3 for me is going to be weather. The weather here is absolutely fantastic. Yes, you will hear me complain every now and then about how hot it gets or how cold it gets, because it does do those things here. You know, we have our 102 days every now and then, but it's not like a Phoenix, it's not like a Texas or a Florida or something like that, where it's 102 and it's just unbearable. You know, we get our really hot days, but there's usually a breeze, and there's usually not too many hot days in a row where it makes it just a heck of a lot more bearable. You know, the sun starts going down, gets a little bit weaker, and it cools down in the evening times. So it's just not bad. And then even in the winter time, we have our cold days, we have those crazy snowstorms that roll through. But you guys have heard me talk about it before here on the channel. It's never more than a couple of days at a time that we have snow on the ground. Maybe a few days if we get a really, really bad snowstorm that rolls through, or just multiple days of, you know, snowy weather that rolls through. But again, it's not like the Northeast or Minnesota or something like that, you know, where the snow comes and it stays, and for 6 months out of the year, you just don't want to be outside. You get those weather breaks, you get the sunshine that warms things up, warms the streets up, melts the snow off, and you can be out there year round enjoying all those things that you want to enjoy, whether that's here in town or up in the mountains or out on the plains, whatever it is. You know, you can be doing those things year round because we have great weather here. The other thing I want to mention when it comes to weather is humidity. It's really not bad here at all. I feel like maybe this was the muggiest summer that I've really experienced here, and I don't think the humidity got above 45% maybe all summer, somewhere in that range, maybe a little bit higher. The reason I like that, not just because it's always like muggy and gross and things like that, or it's not always like that here. The bugs, that is something we get from a lot of our clients that are coming from, you know, the more southern states, is there's just like no bugs here, which we definitely do get our fair share of bugs, you know, at least for a state with this type of arid climate. But if you're coming from somewhere else in the country and you just can't stand the bugs, you can't stand to be out in the summertime, even in the evenings, because the bugs get so bad, you know, they almost carry you away. It's not like that here in Colorado. It's really not bad at all. And so for me, number 3 has to be the weather. It's just absolutely fantastic here. Makes all those activities enjoyable year round. So moving on to number 4. So number 4 is going to be the size of the springs. It's not too big and it's not too small. And you could even apply this to Denver, honestly. What do I mean by that? Well, it's not like a massive urban center like New York or LA or Chicago or something like that. It's definitely not one of those. And so maybe you might miss out on some of the things that come with that, especially if you live here in the Springs, not so much if you live here in Denver, or if you live up in Denver. But it's also not too small, you know, to the point that you might not notice that you don't have some of those things that come with a major urban center. So here in the Springs, we don't have any major sports teams. We do have a couple of small sports teams. You know, we don't have the biggest music venues in the world, but we have some pretty darn good ones, and we're getting some more. We don't have all the attractions in the world and all the biggest shopping centers in the world, but we definitely got everything you need, and we're continuing to get more and more and more. The shopping, dining, entertainment, nightlife, things like that, I feel like they're pretty fantastic here, all without being way too overcrowded and way too expensive. It's, you know, it's getting more expensive as the city grows, but we're also getting more and more and more of those opportunities as the city grows. And so it's not too big and it's not too small. Traffic can totally be an annoyance at sometimes. Sometimes it's really hard to get east to west in the city. You know, sometimes just a pain in the butt. The infrastructure is lagging. You know, you've heard us talk about that before, but at the same time, it is continually getting better. You know, but you can get anywhere you need to get in the city within, you know, 30, 35 minutes. You can still be up in the mountains out of the city within 30-35 minutes. Any of the major like ski resorts, some of those things within a couple of hours. So it's the perfect size. Everything that you need is here. You're not going to get everything that you get in a major urban center, or maybe all of the selections that you get in a major urban center. Our public transportation, it's not going to be the same as it is in a major urban center, but everything you need is here. We have all those things. So for me, it's the perfect size. And so if you're looking to downsize, but not downsize too far, or if you're looking to upsize, but not upsize way too far, I think it's the perfect city for that. And I think that's one of the reasons that you should consider a move here. So number 5, let's talk about the views. The views here are absolutely fantastic. I wake up every day, go out my front door, look to the west, and there's Pikes Peak, and it's absolutely gorgeous every single day after 17 years here. Springtime, summer, fall, winter, absolutely gorgeous. I think the views are beautiful, and Pikes Peak isn't the only place to get some amazing views here in the city. If you're, familiar with the channel, you've heard us talk about things like Pulpit Rock before. You've heard us talk about things like Palmer Park. You've heard us talk about things like North Cheyenne Canyon and, kind of up in that area to the south of Pikes Peak. There's plenty of places to get amazing views here. And it's just, I don't know, it's absolutely gorgeous. Almost anywhere that you go in the city, you're getting spectacular front range views, or views from the front range all the way out to the Eastern Plains. And it's just beautiful. So short, but that's number 5 is the views here. Number 6 is the job market. So the job market here is absolutely fantastic. According to US News, we are number 1 in the employment rankings here in Colorado. Now, a couple of different reasons for that. In my opinion, I think the industries that we have here, we have a growing and booming tech industry. The medical industry continues to grow, and that's booming as well. And the government and defense industry has always been strong here and has always kind of afforded us a really stable economy. So we have low unemployment rates. Wages, in my opinion, have, kind of lacked over the last few decades, but they are continuing to rise and catch up, which they really need to for where home prices are at this point in Colorado and in Colorado Springs in particular. But in my opinion, we have a really balanced economy. I know that last time I checked in our city, UCCS every single year, University of Colorado at Colorado Springs, puts on an economic forum. And last year we actually had, I think it was 0.75 applicants for every available job in the city. So there were more jobs than there were applicants for those jobs by a small margin. And so we do have that low unemployment rate. And at the same time, there are lots of great opportunities here for people in a variety of different industries. And that keeps our economy strong and stable, and has continued to expand and grow our job market, be a lot of great for, or do a lot of good for a lot of people's careers. So yeah, number 6 is our job market. So those are 6 things that I feel like, if you fit into any one of those things, that you should consider moving to Colorado. And that was the health and fitness activities, just the sheer amount of them and the way that you get to participate in those. The year-round activities, again, the sheer amount of them and the way that you get to participate in those. The weather, the size of the city, whether that's Denver or Colorado Springs, the views, and the job market. So 6 reasons why I feel like you should consider Colorado if you're looking to make a move in 2022. So hit us up in the comments section with your thoughts, guys. If you have any questions Or if you'd like to see us talk about anything Colorado specific, hit us up in the comment section as well. Would love to get in touch with you guys and hear from you. Like I said, if you like this kind of content, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Leave us a like. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future updates. For now, that's been another video for Explore Colorado Springs. I'm Sam Loving, and I hope you have a great day, and we'll catch you next time.